I love Dan Campbell. Man, that dude recruited me when he was in Miami and I was coming out for the draft and he was just coaching tight ends. And I mean, the conversations we just had, I know that he's a spectacular mind. So I'm not, I'm not worried about what Dan Campbell, who has hired a new offensive defense coordinator, because I know that he's going to put people in position for success. And that's clear as day because the Detroit Lions ain't been successful until he's got there, right? So that's already cemented. You see that from him. My thing is now the scheme. Will this scheme still allow these players to be these players that have created these plays and let Jared Goff still, simplify the game enough for him to, be creative when he's in trouble or seeing blitzes and have different nuances. Now, that again takes time. So I just hope that they start fast because I know that they're going to finish strong. They're definitely one of my teams to beat in the NFC. As crazy loaded as the NFC is right now, it's kind of wild.
What would it mean, Eric? Because you spent so much time in that city. What would it
Hmm.
mean? And you could just feel it last year, even as the season was going along so well. What would it mean to that city and the entire state to have a winner, to have a team that advances deep in the playoffs and dare I say plays in and even wins the Super Bowl?
If that city ever gets to sniff a Super Bowl, it might not be a ticket in sight for any opposing team. That city is well deserving,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, of something monumental like that. From when I was there to when I go visit now, you can completely see like the turnaround of from the city to the fans to the people, and it's just that they need something else. So I think a push like that or something like that. I mean, you'll hear about that for 50, 60 years to come. That's how much those fans, deserve that. But
I, yeah.
yeah, I hope they do it, man. They have the team. They have one of the best, two of the best running backs, one of
Yeah.
the best playmakers on the outside, a great quarterback. I mean, what else do you want? Aiden's coming back. So yeah,
Yeah.
go get Zadarius.
I, I,
That's my
I
only
think, yeah,
pick.
yeah. I think you could even tell last year, like, even if you're not a fan of the Lions, I mean, everyone was rooting for them, I think, unless they were
One
playing your
hundred
team,
percent.
right?
One
Uh,
hundred percent.
Talk to me about Matt Stafford. Yeah, a solid year last year. I think dealt with some injuries at the end of the year. Obviously, he's not getting any younger.
Hmm.
What's the outlook for Matt Stafford? Obviously, a guy that you
Man,
know well. I mean, still quarterback that can lead a team,
right,
playoff run, win a Super Bowl potentially. What do you
right.
make of Matt Stafford at this point in his
It's
career?
not it's not many people mentally that can have that kind of capacity that Stafford has when it comes to diagnosing plays, understanding football, and knowing what's next. My thing is, can you protect him?
Yeah,
Because sometimes his plays that he really likes to throw are developing plays. Sometimes things that he has in mind take a little time. So, I mean, can we protect him and allow him to be able to deliver the football and put it wherever he needs to put it because he could do that. So, I mean, um, a lot of it has to do with that offensive line, but he's fully loaded with weapons.
yeah.
Has now one of the best route runners in football, along with Puka Nacua. So yeah, I mean, I look forward to it. They got a good running back. What is the O line gonna do? Defense too. Secondary might be a little bit of an issue, but they'll figure that out. That secondary and pass rush all goes hand in hand. So as long as they got a good pass rush, the secondary should be all right.
If
You
the
know,
protection holds up, the numbers should be big for him this year.
Stafford,
That being said,
Stafford
right?
should do the damn thing. Their conference is not that loaded either. It's not that difficult. So yeah, I hope they do. I hope they play, solid football before, we stop seeing the end of Stafford because,
Yeah.
at that time it's coming. I know my dog wants to keep going, but it's coming.
I know, right? Sometimes it's not up to you, right?
Yeah,
For the
sometimes it's not up to you, but he's been hit 1,000,000,001 times. So
I know it. Let me last one. Let me get you out of here
mhm.
on a Colts question. Obviously, I know you didn't
Sweet.
spend much time there, but it had a really nice year there.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm a Giants fan. Let me preface it by saying that. So I know Daniel Jones. Watched the guy. I think every pass that he's thrown. in this league. Uh, what do you think of Daniel Jones? Obviously, he's going to be the starter there. Not Richardson. Were you hopeful that Daniel Jones can put together a nice season? Is it going to be a disaster? Talk to me. Be
I'm
as
gonna
honest as
be
you can, Eric.
I'm gonna be as brutally honest as I can. They got to change that front office a little bit. I'm gonna be brutally
Yeah.
honest in Indianapolis. I love that program. I love the team, the ownership, Mr. Ursay and his family. Gotta change that front office a little bit. After Andrew Luck retired, I don't think we've made a good decision yet as an organization. Just to be honest,
Yeah.
quarterback after quarterback after quarterback, draft after draft after draft after player, and nobody has really done. And everybody knew Anthony Richardson was a project. Well, how do you let projects develop? You don't bench them. You don't sit
Yeah.
there and tell them that they're doing this wrong. You simplify the game. You make it easier. You give them one or two options. You let them be creative. And then when he feels it and gets his rhythm and he's doing whatever, then you create more creativity and more things in the playbook that he can then use and utilize when things are getting tough or whatever. But I don't think sitting a player that makes that much money or get drafted in the position that they get drafted makes any sense.
Have they screwed him up so bad at this point, Eric, that it's like he's irredeemable, or can he be fixed? Do you think?
Um,
Richardson.
all right, I like facts, right?
Yeah.
After Peyton Manning got hurt, we got Andrew Luck hurt. Anthony Richardson ain't been healthy since he got there. Um, is it a team thing? Um, Injury. All right, let's take Baker Mayfield for example.
Yeah.
Baker's probably played hurt 65% of his career. And the one year he tells you guys that, man, my body feels good, he goes absolutely berserk.
Yeah.
So it really is a thing when you can't keep people healthy, or there's a regiment or a stigma behind health with your program. So I mean, keep the man healthy, let the man play, and then you don't have these issues. Now, mind you, it's football, shit happens. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But this is the same program, and no knock on the program, but the quarterbacks haven't been healthy in for some time. So
Well, they had an all-time great. I mean, I mean, he may still
two,
be playing if they didn't
two,
almost get him
two
killed.
all-time
Right, true,
greats.
two, back to back.
Right, right,
It's like, who outside of the Packers, who does that?
right.
Do you think he could? I know he doesn't want to, but if Andrew Luck said, "Hey, I'm 35, I want to go back and play," do you think he
No,
could
I,
walk on the
I
football
think I
field right
think we
now and be
I think he
better?
missed that window, and if
Yeah.
he does, then I'm going to work out and coming back as well.
Are you sure
But
he could be
no,
better than Jones though? He may just be able to walk out on the field and have more,
um, I
success.
love Daniel Jones. I'm not even gonna lie. I like Daniel Jones in college. I don't know what's the relationship between the NFL and college,
Yeah,
um ordeal, and why players have a drop off or whatever,
yeah,
whatever the case may be. Um, but I like giving Daniel Jones a chance. I just don't think you start Daniel Jones. I think you always give the confidence to your younger player. You don't allow him to think that the organization has given up on him. And then you breathe some confidence in him and you have him work out,
yeah.
give him a game, give him 2 games, give him 3. That doesn't break the season. Now, game 4, all right, we got to start talking about some shit. But you know what I'm saying? Give the man a chance. That's
Yep.
as simple as that.